Hi, hello, and welcome to season 2 of B.A.P.
It's 2026, and we have another full year of B.A.P shenanigans planned for y'all.
That's right, Sky. We have some new ideas we'll be trying out this year, so please be nice.
We've talked a little about them in our last episode, but here's a little refresher just in case.
We are still bringing our head-to-head episodes, but we'll also be switching it with style sometimes with blind picks, a new one. We're going to watch some shows where we haven't seen or heard of before and try to defend them in a head-to-head.
I'm also sure Jaka will blindside me with some more random quizzes and games.
Damn right I will. I'm also sure we'll have some lazy episodes.
Of course we will.
We will also hopefully be bringing some guests on. We're looking into some fun secrets to be released later on this year.
If they work.
Yeah.
So, welcome again to the Biased Anime Podcast Season 2, 2026 with Sky and Jaka, thumbling through a podcast world with S-rank skills but no idea how to use them.
Yep. Welcome to B.A.P 2026. Woo!
Ba-ba.
That's right. Season 2 starting off strong there with a completely unwritten script. What do you think?
And a ridiculously long name, and I'm a fan of the new name.
We had to do the long name.
Do you think Spotify will allow it?
I don't think it will. We'll find out. If not, we can always petition it to be.
Yeah.
So as we said there in our intro, we have got some new ideas coming. We will touch on them later on as we go. We've also got our classic head-to-head later on in this episode, which we'll be bringing up later on. But first off, like we always do, we're going to talk about some news and anime that we're currently watching. And as it's 2026, we've not caught up on much, really. We've been away. I've been in America, as I was saying with Sky, actually, and we didn't watch much anime while we were there. We meant to.
Well, you introduced me to some of your favorite ones, like Kenichi.
Yes, and there was another one. I forget the name of it. Dog Days. Another isekai that was so stupid and silly.
I was not expecting Dog Days. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a very weird, fun one. But I mean, what I meant was we haven't watched any of the current anime that is out, except for one, I believe. We watched what was it called again?
My level 9,909 gotcha skill.
Oh yeah, we watched that on your Ultra HD monitor. Because if you're gonna watch anime, at least watch it in Ultra HD now.
I'm trying to find the full name of it, but okay.
My gift level 999. It's like a paragraph long, basically.
Anyway, so we've watched through Gotcha Skill and just started watching Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. It just started. I'm already impressed. Love the animation so far. It goes so hard.
You want to know a secret? I've not watched any Jujutsu Kaisen other than what you've shown me.
Oh my gosh. It's so good, though. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
The animation was great. It's the storyline when you jump in at Season 3. Didn't really understand what was going on.
Well, okay. So we've got 2 seasons and a movie to watch, and it is just a feast for the eyes. It's so well done. It's gross. Don't get me wrong. It gets a little gnarly, but it's fantastic.
I just could never get into it. I remember watching it a little bit with you, Season 1, and I was just like, this just isn't my type. I mean, it looked great, the show did. The story itself just didn't get me, if that makes sense. It's like Chainsaw Man. Great looking show. Just couldn't get into it.
But it's okay.
It's just just felt like a lot of shows came out at the same time when those came out, and it was kind of like people talking I know a lot of people were talking online about them because they kept coming up in clips on YouTube clips and TikTok and stuff like, oh, look at this fight, and I just kind of got sick of seeing them. I was like, all right, these are good and all, but I think we were deep into the solo leveling hole at that point though. Which I hate to say, I can't remember if this is true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're pushing it back again, aren't they?
Yeah, no, doesn't have an official release date. It's anticipated 2027, 2028.
No. Oh, that's
But
too
I
long.
have heard it's been indefinitely delayed.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm. Yep, here's a story by Game Rant. It's official. Solo Leveling's next season has been delayed indefinitely.
That's mean. So are they focusing on their other projects? Because I know they've got several.
Oh, he's he has to do military service for South Korea. That's why.
Oh,
That's right. South Korea does have mandatory military service. I think it's at least 2-3 years.
yeesh.
And with
That's right.
rising tensions in that region,
Mm.
could be longer.
Hopefully not.
But
That
it
makes
does
sense.
mean anyone who was hoping to see the end of it will have to read the novel.
The manhwa has been delayed too.
I know, but the manhwa's way ahead in than the series being released is. Like, I think the manhwa's already finished the main storyline of Solo Leveling.
No, they've only gotten to a specific part. They've gotten to Ragnarok, and that's as far as they've gotten.
Oh, I heard they had a whole second book come out with his son now, which might be a spoiler if you don't know about the son.
Well, I think that's actually a separate storyline, like a separate story altogether from Solo Leveling. So it's not the story of Solo Leveling, it's a
Is it
different
canon?
story. I'd assume so.
You'd hope so. Otherwise, why does he have a son?
Right. But I'm pretty sure it's just like it's kind of like the new My Hero Academia thing. Like I'm pretty sure it's just like a
A
spin-off in the same.
vigilante thing.
Yeah.
Which I heard people like it. I haven't heard many people watch it though. I mean,
Ooh, haven't started it yet. No, I plan to. I really enjoyed the ending of My Hero Academia. We did watch that together.
oh yeah, we should talk about that. Good ending, good wrap up. Do you think?
I think so. It wrapped it up in a nice little bow, honestly. Like the animation for the fights at the end, the storyline made sense. It didn't feel like it was rushed at all. It tied it up in a nice little bow. So I was happy with the ending.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be any kind of like loose ends that I could notice that were left off. They kind of wrapped it all up. I did see some people were kind of annoyed. You know the scene when you see all the heroes grown up and they're like jumping in the air,
Hmm.
and it's like them as they are older now. You know, Invisible Girl.
Hmm.
She was wearing like some kind of like invisible like bra and pants or something for that shot, and people called it out or something. And then there's this whole thing now talking about like why was the invisible girl, was she naked all this time if they had this technology and all this? And I kid you not, it's an actual argument going on right now on TikTok. People
No.
questioning why Invisible Girl had to be naked and like they did it on purpose. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just not even gonna give that any light because it's not worth it.
We watched, what was that film we watched with the invisible guy in it? Terrible film.
A League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
guy was naked. No one questioned that in the chat. We watched that entire film.
I mean, it's not.
But there is a
It's a classic, but it's not good.
what, the film or the the naked invisible people.
No, both.
You can only turn invisible when you're not looking at me. Some other slight news: Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, season 4 has been confirmed.
Ooh,
Which I need to watch
nice.
season 1 to 3 now to catch up.
Well, I've been considering getting back into it.
Was it that jobless hero?
Yeah, Jobless Reincarnation, that's the one.
I thought it'd be that 'cause there's some new stuff.
Yeah, new season's been confirmed for this year.
Yeah. And I just guessed that. Some sad news though for the One Punch community. One Punch Man World Game is to end service on February. It's another
Oh
hit
no.
to the One Punch Man fans out there.
Oh darn. Though for the One Punch Man's season 3 part 2 is coming out next year. No, yeah, next
Is
year.
it? Is it?
2027.
Do we know? Do we know if that's confirmed anymore?
Well,
After what
that's what
happened
I'm
in
seeing everywhere.
part one, it was.
Hopefully they spend some time on it.
Would you say it was bad?
Season 3?
Yeah, it was. It was because everyone talked about it. If there was, was it? They say there's no.
No such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like
I,
everyone talked about that show because they were
the,
absolutely ripping on it.
the silver lining in One Punch Man season 3 is that it has inspired more animators to come to the table. I have seen so many fan edits and it warms my heart. I'm still so sad about One Punch Man season 3. I really hope the studio gives the animators more time because
They had enough time last time. They had enough time. They just didn't let them make it.
they didn't give them enough time. They outsourced a lot of the animation, and even still, they only got 10 frames for the season. I no.
10 frame season. Yeah, it was abysmal. It was sad to see such what would you say, one of the peak animes when it released.
A
Everyone was talking about
beloved
it.
anime. Oh my gosh, they put so much heart and soul into season 1. They tried to follow it up in season 2. Still did a good job because they had a good director. They didn't go as hard because they didn't need to in season 2, and then season 3, like what, 10 years later? I forget. It just no.
Yeah, it didn't. I just don't understand how it fell so hard. Just so hard.
They yeah, sad. So sad. So very sad. I cry.
You want to talk about your favorite anime? Huh? Getting
Yes, and good news. Freerun season 2 is starting this weekend. We will date this episode with that. I am so excited. I am over the moon about it. I'm so excited. I don't know how else to describe it. Yes, please, more Freerun, please.
Picked up some Blu-rays for you for Christmas, and you seem
Yeah, you got me the
very
special
happy.
edition of season 2 with the whole briefcase and everything, and some special art. No, it's proudly
Season one,
displayed on the
part
shelf.
two, we should
Yeah,
say.
yes, season 1.
Because they can't release animes in one box set. No, God forbid that.
No.
Gotta be in parts because they want their money. Other than that, we caught up on one show I was hoping for season 3, but I've heard nothing yet. Is Campfire Cooking.
Ooh, wait. What, were we not watching season 3?
No, we watched season 2, I believe.
Uh,
They're just researching the fact that I'm completely correct.
well, my reality has been shifted. Okay, I thought that was season 3. No, yeah, season 2. Fantastic, by the way. Highly recommend season 2 Campfire Cooking. That was too cute, and they went harder on the animation, I think. They definitely went harder on the product placement.
Yeah, definitely went harder on the product placement. But with the addition of the little dragon character, I think they nailed it. It was really fun. Animation was again always on point, made us want to cook the food they were cooking, and because of the product placement, we can. We just need to replace orc meat with beef.
Mhm.
It's a good show. Good fun, silly, and yet somehow kind of not emotional. What would you call it? Cutesy, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a feel-good slice of life kind of how else
Isekai.
would you describe it? Yeah, well, yeah, it's an isekai for sure.
You forget
To
that he was isekai at the start.
well, I mean, his absurd skill is the online grocery,
I know, but
and
you forget that there was a whole.
because he's from Japan, he's buying stuff directly from Japan.
Don't forget, there's two other people from Japan in this world.
Well, he just noped out of that storyline.
Yeah, but like, so he wasn't by himself. There were multiple people, and we've heard nothing about them since.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm hoping they circle back to it because at the end of this season, he becomes an S-rank adventurer, and that turns heads and gets your name written in books, and
Yeah, wasn't
people
he trying to
will,
hide himself as well?
of course. But no, he's been noticed by multiple gods and goddesses at this point, and has just skills stacked upon skills, and is basically invulnerable. So
And because the gods can double XP as well, because they want more sweets and beer.
I feel like, gosh, if they did anything with season 3, if it took a turn, and it's no longer campfire cooking, it's I'm overpowered and have all of the gods on my side.
Oh yeah, I mean, I still want a bit of cooking in there though.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
I think
I gotta say
that
though,
was
I do
everything
love
though.
the world reacting to him. That's still been fresh and refreshing, just watching everybody drop their jaws anytime that he just walks by.
Oh yeah, I mean he's made friends with elves, dwarves, like bowsmen and stuff like just because he travels so much. They all
Mhm.
know him in like everywhere he goes. He's known now because he's not only just the adventuring parties know him, but they also know him because he's like taking down dragons before they even asked him to. He's like,
Yep.
"Hey, we need this dragon taken out." I hate to tell you this, but I've already done that. And they're like, "Oh my
My
god!"
pets went on a walk this morning and they fixed the problem for you already.
Yeah, they just wanted food to eat.
They just wanted to stretch their legs a little bit.
Okay, now we do have a new segment though. I've added
We do?
this, which is
Oh, yeah.
ironic because I can't say anything in another language. Hell, I can barely speak English most of the time, so I'm going to try and butcher this name.
Toshiyuki Morikawa.
How did you say that?
Toshiyuki Morikawa.
Toshiyuki Morikawa is what I just heard
Yes.
Google say to me.
And that's also what I said.
He was born on January 26th, 1967. We're releasing this podcast on the 26th of January. We just want to say happy birthday to this Japanese voice actor, narrator, and singer.
Oh.
He has a voice acting company founded in 2011. You may have seen some of his work. I guarantee you have. My Hero Academia Vigilantes is in that, the new series we were just talking
Mhm.
about. He's been in stuff like My Hero Academia, Eternal Boys, Bleach Thousand Year War, Peach Boy Riverside, One Piece. So many from the catalog goes from 1992 to today of his voice acting.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday! And you can't. I mean, some of the stuff he's been in is makes me like Sailor Moon, Brave Police. There's a lot in here. Virtual Fighter,
Berserk? Oh god, he
Berserk.
was
Yep.
Griffith. All right.
Hmm.
Nice.
And he's also got theatrical animations as well. So that's like, movies have been released as well, obviously. He's been in games, television dramas, he's drama CDs, he's done it all. When I looked into this, I was like, oh my god, there's so many video games he's been in. Like Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Pokemon Masters, Devil May Cry. It just keeps going. Soul Calibur. I mean, this man's done it all. This man must have so many like trinkets from all the stuff he's done in his house.
I certainly hope so.
Also, I want to thank Wikipedia for giving me all this information. Thank you, Wikipedia. And yeah, that's just happy birthday. And that is what would you call the first part of our little show of 2026. How are you feeling? What would you say? A plus so far? Would it B, C minus?
I always want to be more prepared, but it's not like we have a script, so.
That's right. We are unscripted except for the first bit we did. Could you tell the difference? But here is a short message from the lads at the Casting Views.
Fancy taking a humorous trip down a random topic each week? You do? Well, you're in luck. Casting Views, presented by me, Dan, and a host of guests, bring you just that. With topics from the world of entertainment, science, sport, and everyday life, there's bound to be a topic that's going to inform and amuse. Catch Casting Views every Sunday on all listening platforms now.
Hey, the Casting Views there. Good guys. You should listen to their stuff. Now, before we jump into our next section, I do believe we have a little preamble that we need to do. Isn't that right, Sky?
Yep. Note to the listeners: we will, of course, be spoiling these movies, but they also deal with hard subjects like bullying, death, and suicide. We wanted to be mindful to listeners. We'll be going into these topics in some, not in depth, but we'll be going over these topics as the movies do.
Head to head.
In the red corner, cry with me as Hannah does her best as a widow with 2 kids. It's Wolf Children!
In the blue corner, released in 2016, a hard-hitting look into the issues of bullying, disability, and suicide. It's A Silent Voice.
Welcome to Head, where our hosts pitch 2 personal picks against each other to see which is better. This episode is pitting our favorite sad movie against each other. The Wolf Children is against The Silent Voice. Which will win? Who will be crowned the victor? Who's cried the most? And who will suffer this week's loss?
That's right, Skylar crying through the intro there as they're remembering the hard-hitting notes of these films.
We just finished watching A Silent Voice.
We did. We don't know why we decided a sad movie to start off the year.
You just wanted me to cry.
Well, you were already crying because I left, so I thought, why not keep it going?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you were here for 40 days, and then you make me watch sad movies.
But as sad as they are some of the most brilliantly made audio, music, animation, storyline. Everything in them is probably some of the most A-tier stuff we could watch. As sad as they are.
It's gonna be hard to compare these, not gonna lie.
Do you want to do a little intro for the Wolf Children? Just give us a quick intro.
Sure. Thank you, Wikipedia. It's Hannah in Tokyo. Hannah falls in love with an enigmatic man during her second year of college, who eventually reveals himself to be a wolf man. They later have 2 children, a daughter and a son, and the father is killed in an accident while hunting for food shortly after the second's birth. She has a hard time as a single mother living in the city, eventually moves out to the sticks away from society as best that she can because her children are sometimes wolves as well, little puppies. And she does her best moving out into a remote village where I'd say it takes a village, but she still brings up her children on her own. But the village does help with so much. And it continues from there. Hard hitting death and solitude and putting on a smile in the worst times.
I'll take over there for the Silent Voice as Skylar is already crying again. Silent Voice. Ishida and his friends bully a new deaf girl that joins the school called Nishimiya. Sadly, when they learn about the bullying, Ishida basically gets framed by everyone who's been bullying her as he was the main culprit. He gets they just basically take revenge on him, and that leads to him being isolated by society, realizing that he was a bully and he was mean, and he realizes Deaf Girl was just trying to be nice, and he decides he's going to kill himself. Sells off all his stuff, gives all his money to his mom to pay back the money they owed the Deaf Girl's parents for the things he broke, being specifically the hearing aids when he was a kid. His mom finds out, obviously, tricks him into admitting it, and then basically forces him to realize that that's not a good way of doing it and to live his life. And then slowly it's him learning to not only reconnect with old friends, but reconnect with the Deaf Girl that she still surprisingly likes him as well, and they, end up falling in love. Say falling in love, yeah, I'd say.
Well, I mean, yeah, to an extent. Well, it's more reconciliation that leads to friendship, that leads to some like just big emotions.
It's him realizing that he doesn't have he can be happy even
Yes.
though he had a troubled past, and that people aren't always out to get him, because he not only did he realize he was being bullied, but he was betrayed by his closest friends who all threw him under the bus at the same time. So
Yeah.
he's learning to trust again, make friends. He just sees everyone as, ironically, he just shuts himself out and tries to almost be deaf in a way by covering his ears and seeing everyone as faceless creatures that he can barely hear them. But it's a great coming on story at the end. All turns around for him. So is the Wolf Children as well. So sad movies mainly, but there is some very nice moments in these films, which we will go over.
Yes.
Sadly, though, we have to fight now to say which one's either sadder or how do
No.
we fight this?
No, we're not going to vote for which is sadder.
Okay, then which
That's
one
not.
is better?
Well, that's for our rankings to decide. So we'll start off with the story. Yeah, both of
Very different.
them have such different stories. I mean, a single mother versus coming of age. Not a single mother, excuse me, a
Well,
widow
a widow,
versus.
plus it's not just her story though; it's the story of the children,
Yeah, because it's narrated by the daughter.
and don't forget the son as well. He has a huge change of what he becomes later on in the
Oh my
film.
gosh, yeah. He was basically the runt of the litter and had to be nursed back to health and came into his own.
Did you see this flip though? Because the daughter, as a child, was
Mhm.
outgoing and adventurous. As a wolf, almost, she was more wolf than human as a kid, and as she grew older, she became more human. And the younger brother was more human and crying as a baby, but as he grew up, he became more wolf, and then that's how they split up. One became a wolf, one becomes a human.
Yeah, I would say that the son, which is let me get his name here, Ame, I
Amen.
believe. Yes. Ame, he was always very like he'd cling close to his mother, and he did not socialize whatsoever. It felt like he was always just in the background. And he
Hmm.
finally found something that he was good at when he went after the
Fish, was it?
no, it was a bird.
Oh, okay.
The kingfisher, I believe it was. Yeah, kingfisher. So he attempts to capture the kingfisher, falls into the river, and very similar to the father's death, he gets stuck in the water and almost doesn't make it out. But his sister Yuki rescued him, and he does become more confident. It's like a switch gets flipped.
Almost like natural nature instincts
Hmm.
take over from him.
Yeah, and he fully embraces that side of himself, whereas Yuki, on the flip side, is embracing as much as she can being a human and fitting in that regard. So they're night and day. They've both accepted one side of themselves. Um,
Saddest moment in the film, though, as well, when Ame realizes his wolf side and takes out a rabbit. I you watch that scene was pretty devastating.
uh, yeah,
It's like, poor rabbit didn't stand a goddamn chance against a little
poor
fox
bunny.
and a wolf.
Yeah, but no, it's got a lot of hard-hitting moments. I'll say every emotional hit feels like a punch in the gut. Every single one of them. Whereas a silent voice, I feel like it's a slow build to the emotional bits, but it builds up and then it hits you hard.
I don't know. It hit hard. I mean, if you've ever suffered bullying, And for the
Mm,
first, even though you're watching it almost from the bullying point of view, if you will, you're watching it from Ishida himself being the main bully, and he is. I mean, he realized this when he's older. So he was a bully.
yeah. I feel like the regret and the sadness and the isolation hit harder for me rather than the bullying. The bullying at the beginning made me severely uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, that's. I think that's what it's trying to make you do, though, is realizing that
Mhm.
it's why it's a hard film. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, "This is an odd way to start a film,"
Because
because
you don't
it's
like the
a
main character, and it turns out he doesn't like himself either.
yeah. I mean, not just that though. All of the characters around them, like
Mhm.
the ones that betray him and basically make him the brunt of the bullying after that. Then, which for a moment you feel like, yeah, you deserve to be bullied. You bullied the girl.
Mhm.
But you forget they were a pack in on this, and now they're bullying him to hide their shame that they were doing it to this poor deaf girl who didn't really stand a chance.
Yeah.
And I think the worst character in it all is that other friend, the one with the glasses, who pretended to be her friend and all these years and gets called out for it when they're older. Like she like throws Ishida when he's older under the bus again, like saying,
Yeah.
"You've done this before," and he's like, "I've done nothing," and he runs out of the classroom, and she's like one of the worst bullies because she's doing it on purpose as well, and knowing what she's doing to try and hide the fact that
Yeah. Just because she wants to
have the
stay
attention.
well, it's not just attention, she wants to stay out of it all. She's pushing herself away from it when she is, in fact, also responsible. Um,
I mean, but you've also got heavy moments like the suicide, which I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this. I will talk to the Game Club pod, see if we have to bleep that out or not.
yeah.
Should we say self-ending? I'll just say if we have to
Y
put
y
that in instead.
right.
Um, he had a plan. He had it all. He sold all his stuff, worked until he could pay back his mom
He
the
quit his
money, and
job,
quit his job.
he
Yeah.
cleaned everything, and he was ready to end it all. Yeah, that was tough.
And but then you forget not just that though. You see the situation he lives in. His mom living at home with hairdressing at home with the young daughter. You've also got was the muscle man that came in, kind of
That was
confused me for a moment.
main character's sister's husband. We never see the main character's sister, and she's
Yeah, that was
also
odd.
unnamed.
Just like just a little bit, just that kind of threw me at the end. I was like, all right, what's going
Mhm.
on here?
Yeah, we saw the kid, but never the sister.
Nishima family as well, the mom, the sister, the grand dying. There's some heavy hits in this film that you're just like, whoa, whoa, can't, why is everything hitting left and right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like told from multiple points of view as well.
Mhm.
The first part of the story is him leading up to him meeting with the deaf girl on the bridge, and then you see it from a different point of view of the sister of the deaf girl taking photos and like telling with her friend and then like seeing them from a different point of view. So it's a lot happening at once, whilst yours is more kind of linear telling, if you will.
And fewer characters as well.
A lot fewer characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the max in yours, what I'd say, was about five. You got the dad, the mom, the two kids, and that old grizzly guy who kind of like helps
Mhm.
her learn how to do the land, if you will.
Mhm. Well, the villagers do stop by. I don't know if they're named or not.
No, well, I'd say the village is almost a character, maybe six then, like because they all help
Mhm.
out. They come by, and you kind of see like you say, it takes a village to raise a kid, kind of thing. But
Yeah,
the
but
irony
the
is she's trying to hide the kids from the village because, and when she transforms from a girl into a wolf into a girl to kind of piss off her mom,
uh-huh.
was really funny.
It really was. Like, "Wow, you've got a dog that wears the same color scarf
But
as your daughter wears?
yeah, she's just so
Wow."
funny. Her mom's so mad in that moment.
Just freaking out.
But getting back on track because we've waffled a bit there. Which story or plot would you say is better if it was written out as a script? Say, emotional
It's
widow story, raising kids in the city slash countryside, to
they're so different, but
so
emotionally,
different.
they both hit really hard. They've got some highs, they've got some lows, they've got some just beautiful storytelling
I think we
hits.
can link these two together, the next to the
Mhm.
category as well, really, because it is integrated into the story and plot. The emotional is. Because they're
Yeah.
emotional and they are both emotional for different
Yes.
reasons. You've got the loss of a husband, raising kids, exhaustion. I mean, when she loses the dad and she's trying to work out, do you take wolf children that are part human, part wolf to a doctor or a bloody vet? You
Mhm.
like, what do you do in that
She
situation?
ate a desiccant pack.
Yeah. And then you've also got just like the silent voice is a lot harder because there's so much going on.
Mhm.
But this each time it's different. Like you don't see the grandma's death thing coming and
No.
how that's going to affect the characters. The friend of them, I forget her name, but she's still mad at the deaf girl for some reason for breaking up their friendship because she told
Yeah.
the teachers about the bullying, but she had to because the teachers found out about the bullying. Like
Yeah,
all these different
because
sides.
turns out hearing aids cost a lot of money.
It's
Yeah.
basically school drama. It's basically
Mhm.
and almost a love triangle in a weird way. They don't say out loud, but you can clearly tell that girl like the main character.
What, the
And
younger sister, Yuki?
no,
Is
no,
it
the other one,
Yuzuru?
the
Oh,
bully, the bully, like who was her friend, like his friend. They were all bullying together, and then she threw him under the bus. Like she was the first one to throw him under the bus,
yeah.
and
Ueno?
she got mad at the deaf girl because he was paying attention to her more than her. Even when they were older as well, which I find crazy.
Well, it's some people have a harder time letting go. Yeah.
Think stupid. She had what did she have to let go of? She bullied a kid and then lied about it, and then they stopped being friends because they started bullying the other guy.
Well,
Like
again,
you
stuck in
caused
the
all this,
past. Stuck in the past, she couldn't let it go.
which is weird because the deaf girl wanted to reach out to all the old friends because she still considered them friends in a weird way, and it's like
Yeah, and
her
she
realizing as well that she can also be her true self. She doesn't need to apologize for her
yeah,
talking loud and
her
stuff.
name is Nishimiya.
Nishimi, I
Uh
just can never say that last bit.
or Shoko. You call her Shoko.
Sugar. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
call it deaf girl.
You have been this entire time. So
D girl.
Shoko,
I'm gonna
she
call it D girl.
no, that might mean something else. Uh,
What does that mean?
moving on. Shoko, no, she has
Continue.
to learn her own value.
Voice.
Well, technically, yes, actually, because she never speaks up for herself.
She always she's over apologetic.
Yeah, over apologetic, and yeah, all she wanted was friends.
Characters. Oh, characters,
Yeah.
characters, characters,
So
characters.
we've noted story and plot and emotional response here. I've put points in both, so I feel like it's just going to be a wash for those. Uh,
Characters. I've got more, which isn't always better,
right.
but they are flushed out characters.
Yes.
It's not just like background characters. They all have their own little. They're integral to the story.
Yep.
It's hard to fight characters because they're so in. It's like I didn't hate any of them. They all
Right. In judging character growth as well, I mean, Hana in Wolf Children, she goes from like college student to mother to widowed mother to raising children and having to move and she's got a
and
lot of
farmer.
development. And farmer, yeah, it's just a constant struggle and the way that she just smiles through it because that's the way she grew up. It's
Plus, you got
so
like we said, the two kids learning who they
yeah.
are
Yeah.
as interspecies children
Yeah.
who have nothing. I mean, the mum is not interspecies herself. She doesn't know what she's doing, and these have nothing. They even take them to like captive wolves and stuff.
She ends up working for a conservation like society. It's so touching. She learns so much and does so much for her children. It's so heartwarming.
I mean, if you were to take the main two characters from Silent Voice, though, say,
Hmm.
I'm just thinking the main two.
Shoya and Shoko.
Yeah, it's just him going from bully to isolated to depressed to suicidal to then reinventing himself,
Hmm.
apologizing for his past, regretting it, trying to be more, opening up to friends, then trying to learn, push sign language, make more friends, integrate her into meeting more people, and then realizing that he is allowed to live himself and he shouldn't have to be marked as what he was in his past. And her also learning like she can be herself, she's allowed to be deaf, she doesn't have to be ashamed of it anymore. She can tell her true feelings and she can also nearly fell and died.
Hmm.
Forget that whole scene where she fell and he had to save her and he nearly
And
died because
Shoya
of it.
saved her. Yeah, yeah, he was in a coma for a while too. Yeah. No, there's a lot of character development, lots of change, lots of growth too. It's hard to compare these two. I mean, a silent voice I feel like deals with more topics per character.
I would
Whereas
say it's hard if we were talking about top like what happens to the characters themselves, it's going to be all day. I think if we just talk the
Yeah.
characters themselves, all the characters are likable, have their own like building moments, have their own sad moments, and are all
Hmm.
relatable. I think to be honest, it's a wash for this as well. I think it's 1-1.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
think
you're right.
it's hard to fight when you like both films.
Yeah, they're both just phenomenal.
I will say though, this next bit.
Animation, I'd vote Wolf Children has better animation than a silent voice.
Alright, now I only say this because I want the point.
Hmm.
At the start of your film, there is
Uh-huh.
one moment that I called out because it was so obvious to me it hurt. Was the
What?
3D, 2D bit they did with the characters walking.
Mm,
Now it's got some amazing landscape bits. It's got some almost
yes.
Studio Ghibli Totoro type scenes with the
Hmm.
old house.
And the
There's
food.
only one problem I have with the Wolf Children.
Mm.
It's the main character, the mom. Her eyes seem a bit too far apart, and it kind of throws me out sometimes.
You never
It's
said a word
I
about
know,
it.
I didn't want to ruin it for you when you were watching it. I was just like, they are so wide apart. Like they're like over here. The nose disappears at some point as well. Now I know they're using a lot of 3D in it when they made it,
Mhm,
which wasn't the best time, 2012, when I think this was released. But
mhm.
the character that grabs the bike, his arm becomes super long at one point, and it really freaked me out. And I was like, "Oh, that's 3D." That is. Now it is visually
But the
more.
landscape.
There's so much more visually when it comes to the world itself. But I
Oh
mean,
gosh. When the sun rises over the mountain after that massive maelstrom that passed through the city, and the sun is just a wolf, and he's howling over the mountain,
now
and
is
the
it
sun's
the
rising over
scene
him.
you like, or is it the actual picture you like? It sounds like you like the scene.
The entire scene.
But that's everything. That's including sound and storytelling. I mean, if you just saw that on mute, would it
Mhm.
be as would it be
Yes!
as impressive?
Yes!
I'm
Yes.
just saying the koi pond, the firework, the when he falls, the camera like taking photos, the camera shots from far away, zooming in on amazing animation. The bit when they're stealing the ear pieces from her and stuff, the blood
Yeah.
trickling down, all looked great.
Mm,
It's I mean, I hate to admit it though, there's some amazing scenes in the Wolf Children.
mhm.
Especially when he's running up the hill for that last bit when he howls with the sunrise,
Yeah.
and when she's chasing him through the forest as well. I forgot about that
Yeah.
bit.
Mhm. Nearly dies on the side of the
Yeah,
mountain.
the bear as well. Yeah, so I try throw some great bits when the girl keeps fighting with snakes. That might be one of the funniest animation bits when the snake looks back at her when the children are away screaming. Yeah, all right. I'll admit I have to give you that point as much as it annoys me. Ah,
Voice
how's this
actors?
thing? Yeah, I mean, I've got more. I mean,
Honestly,
you had
I
children voice actors though. That's hard for a
yeah.
show.
Though I will note Shoko is crying.
Mm.
Those scenes where she's crying, her just bawling. I
I gotta admit, I liked when they let her do the talking
mm,
though. When she used what they call a deaf voice, because obviously they can't hear how loud they are.
mhm,
And if you know any deaf people, because I've got a few in my family,
mhm,
and I've been at school with some, they do speak at a new level.
mhm.
And you do usually find people trying to calm them down, and other people tell them, no, no, they don't understand the level. Some people try and like lower them and stuff. And it is exactly how they sound, like kind of in the throat talking almost,
Yeah.
because you don't use your vocal cords as much.
Mhm.
It was very good.
But the emotional hit of her crying,
Yeah,
hit
very. I
hard.
mean, I think
It's
him
so well done.
when his mom's yelling at him,
Yeah.
it felt like a mom yelling at a kid,
Yeah.
especially when the little kid sees him from the hospital as well.
Mhm.
That hit hard as well. I'm gonna
The
take the point.
squeaky the squeaky shoes
You
were
you
really
did
fun too.
you did call out the squeaky shoe.
Yeah, they were great.
Sound design.
They were both so well done.
Yeah.
I
I did love the last scene of my film when he takes his hands off his ears and all the music with all the kind of like the almost like deafening noise that he had, like the ringing with muffled voices, and when all the X's fall off the face at the festival, and he can hear them all clearly, and he can see all their faces, and and he realizes he's crying. He's so happy that he can be this happy now.
That was good. I'll counter that with when Wolf Children, where Hannah is chasing after her husband, the Wolfman is what he's listed here in the
Oh,
voice cast.
in
It
the
in the rain.
rainstorm. Yeah, that was pretty devastating as well.
Yeah,
Especially
just
when it kind of like cuts out this all sound when she sees him in the water
yeah.
and his eyes staring at her and he's already dead kind of thing. Yeah, that was pretty heavy. Great sound with the running in the rain, great sound with the trash bag going over the dog, her starting to
Mhm.
cry and then it cuts out into that high pitched noise with the umbrella being put over her with the two kids crying on the back. Yeah, that was incredibly good sound design. Are you okay? You're crying. You okay? This might be an incredibly hard one to get through. Skylar's actually crying.
I'm gonna call that one a wash.
Oh god, this is such a hard one. I really like the music in Silent Voice. It started with like one of the I did not expect that song to start it. Yours is, I would say, more Ghibli almost.
Yeah,
It feels like a Ghibli film. I'm
it's
actually quite
not
shocked it's
though.
not. It
Studio
does
Chizu,
feel like it.
distributed by Toho.
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 Um, I gotta say, if I was trying to think, the biggest bits of music I can think of was when they moved to the house for the
Mhm.
first time, and then that scene with the cliff,
Yep.
and everything else just kind of sounds like that kind of music box music, just like the
Mm.
Ghibli type, like Howl's Moving Castle, Flying in the Sky type stuff. You just like
Sure,
background.
and some like, what's the word? Montage scenes where she's
Yeah,
cleaning the house
it's
or
all
they're
kind of the
exploring. Yeah.
same. Though. It's like it's very the same.
Eh, it's so
Like
it's fitting and it adds to the story. It
oh
doesn't
no,
it doesn't
it's
detract
not
from it,
bad.
but the heavy hitting parts of it were well scored. That's the word. Well scored.
And I'm just thinking with the music, especially at that last scene when the music kind of builds, it hits so hard in that last scene of Silent Voice because it does mix well with everything as well. Like you say, does music tell a story inside of the film?
Mm,
Whilst yours is like a backing track, yes, it works perfectly. It's almost like a musical beat for me. Like a lot of it was because they go silent a lot of the time,
yeah.
and all you've got is little musical instruments behind, kind of like telling the story.
Mhm.
Like a montage, but in silence. It's a very unique film, the way they tell it, especially with the
Mm.
muffled voices. I found that very crazy that they did that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a very
Mm.
short film as well, surprising. Only 117, 130 minutes, and they have some very hard hitting topics in them.
Yeah, 2
Um,
hours.
what
Just
do you
over 2
say?
hours. Yeah.
If you were to buy an album from each film,
I
I
would gladly
think,
buy an album from both.
yeah. All right, we'll call it 1-1 then. It's a hard fight.
Is this episode gonna end in a tie? I feel like I'm
I
gonna
think
call it.
anyone listening's probably think it's going to be a tie. Although pacing, ah,
Ooh.
see, yours is very
It
chopped. It's not. No, sorry.
it's the story of Hannah, but also for the entire childhood of both children. It encompasses 13 years.
It's meeting with dad. Dad dies. Move out the city to the countryside. Kids growing up. End story. It's a life story in only 100 something minutes.
Yeah.
It's very well paced. Like everything you need to know is in there. If you took anything out, it would probably decrease the value of the film. I don't think you could lose
Mhm.
anything from it. I mean, yeah, it may feel a bit dragged out, the two meeting at first, but it's like a building of a relationship. Whilst mine, like you say, so many characters, it does kind of split off and kind of go
Well, there's
almost like
still part.
spider board.
Yeah, the first, like, quarter of the movie is the story of the bullying, the backstory for each of the characters, and Shoyo's, being cast out, or or rather becoming an outcast.
Well, not just that, the depression bit, the
Well, that's the
mom's
beginning, but
also,
then there's the story moving forward from there. So
yeah.
yours does occur in parts, and there is some time
I
skip
would think
in there as
if
well.
if someone was to watch these separately though, who didn't know what they were, I think they would say yours has got better pacing. Whilst
Hmm.
yours is kind of like a very linear story, like start to finish, mine kind of goes back on itself and forward.
I think the flashbacks are required, and the different points of views are because of the nature of childhood. I mean, it's a story of children in a classroom and what happens after those initial moments.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, if you would talk about just the pacing, like just taking it from a pacing point of view, like did you feel like it dragged out?
I feel like the whole story
Yeah, but did you feel
builds.
dragged?
No, I feel like the story took a while to start, but I feel like that's because they needed to build on something. And of course, childhood and those very formative years needed to have that much time allocated to it. So yeah,
Hmm.
it did feel like a little bit at the beginning that yes, they were spending a lot of time on the beginning, and
For
then
the
it
film
feels
itself,
like the
it's needed. But if you were to
yeah.
put them against each other, which is what we do,
Hmm.
would you say your pacing is more adequate than my pacing? Like yours is a shorter film, that's one, but the
By
story
just like a
beats are
little bit.
exactly where they should be. See, it's kind of
I'd
hard
give
because it's you need all the bits, but
yeah.
if you felt like it was going too long, I would say that's probably bad pacing. Yes, at the end of the film, it's needed, but at the
But
time of watching, the pacing feels a little off.
would you take anything out though? Because I know like I feel like it builds up. It spends more time in the beginning than it does the end. The end does feel like it takes less time, but I feel like that's just because it's gained momentum.
I mean, you need everything to explain the story, but there are a bit
Mm,
maybe some montage bits could be cut down. There's,
okay.
I think, for a lot of emotional beats on my one though, it does take a lot to they do let it stretch if that makes sense to like when she talks about the mom talks to the son about killing himself. Like he for when he says that he's going to do it. There's this big silent bit where he realizes what he said, and then she bursts out and says, "I knew it." You know that kind of like
Well,
catches
because you
him.
need to marinate in the moment. You can't rush that.
I just don't think most parents would marinate when they hear their child say that, you know? I think they would go straight into yelling again.
Well, it's just a few seconds,
I
but a few
know, but it
seconds of
felt
silence
like
can feel like
forever.
an eternity. Yeah, and that was the
Mm.
point.
I still think Wolf Children's got better pacing, and I don't know. I'm
All right,
advocating for your film. I feel like it is told in a more precise way.
I'll take the point. That's interesting. So I know sometimes for recognition, we do note their box office
Oh yeah, we could
totals.
do box
A
office or
silent a Silent Voice received 30.8 million box office. Wolf Children received 55.
I remember when it came out. Yeah, it was movies because it was a kids' film. A lot of people thought at the time, and I was like, "This is not a
Yeah,
kids' film. This is
no.
not for children." I don't know
It's just
why they
because it's
did that.
animated doesn't mean it's for children. Anyway,
Yeah, but
um,
Amazing Digital Circus is not for kids. Stop
no,
letting them watch it.
no, it's not. But yeah, no, Wolf Children made more at the box office, and also we could find it on a streaming service, whereas you had to
I mean, mine
separately
was
rent it.
on Netflix for a long time.
It
It
is
just
no
isn't anymore.
longer.
Well, it's been a
Wolf
long time.
Children is on HBO.
I do remember, yeah, that's this one did win Japanese Music Critics Award for Best Animated Feature Film, and nominated for Japan Academy Film Prize for Excellence in Animation, and
Uh,
uh,
Wolf Children won the 2013 Japan Academy Prize for Animation of the Year, the 2012 Minachi Film Award for Best Animation Film, the 2013 Animation of the Year Award at TAF, won 2 awards at Oslo Films in the South Festival in Norway, and
Norway,
yeah,
fucking
won
Norway.
an Audience Award at the New York International Children's Film Festival and the 2014 Best Anime Disc Award from Home Media Magazine.
I mean, from 2016 to 2018, this thing has been nominated, which is odd that you get nominated a long time after it's been released. Seem crazy. But scroll down a bit. Scroll down a bit. Yeah.
Accolades? Oh,
One,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've both won 6 and been nominated. And second place as well in the new type. You got it in when was that?
So,
2016.
so no, no, no. I'm looking at a Silent Voice here. This is Wolf Children here.
Oh god, that was driving me mad. All right.
Yeah.
Wolf Children. So how many is that? One,
1, 2,
two.
3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah. Home Media Magazine. We're not counting Home Media Magazine.
Why not?
Although I did win one for Canberra Japan Festival, so I can't really say shit. It's 6 and 6. I'm surprised it was.
Mine got more at the box office.
I just remember everyone talking about this film when it came out on
Yeah.
Crunch, especially on Crunchyroll. I remember people talking about it.
Yeah.
I just remember when the Wolf Children came out, I heard no one talk about it, and the only way I could find it was to buy it on like Blu-ray, and that's how I found it. Like it wasn't on Crunchyroll. I didn't see it on like any streaming service. It was just kind of like released to the world.
Mm.
But then maybe it's
Well,
because I live in the United Kingdom. Maybe it didn't get as much like release over here.
Studio Chizu is they've made 5 films. So,
That's probably why then.
yeah.
I would say that if we go for box office then instead of just awards, I think you'd probably take that because you did get more.
I mean, we both received accolades. You wanna call that one a wash?
I don't know. I'm looking into the.
$20 million difference.
I say you'd have to take it then. You do have more money. That means more people did see it. We could let the audience decide, but we wouldn't know until we release the episode.
That's true. Do we wanna go into the bonus section? I don't really feel like it applies a
uh,
lot. It's
I
like
do because I need to get some points here. We'll go through it very quickly though. Fan
Yeah.
service, there is none. We are not going into that
Excuse
on this
me?
show.
Wolfman?
You no, it's not fun. Get that point out of it.
Wolfman? Oh,
Just
come on.
because you like, he wasn't naked.
There
Cyberspace.
was a scene.
Yeah, we're not going to go into that.
No, we're not.
Cyberspace. There was
No.
nothing of that. CGI.
Siege
You did have CGI, and it freaked me the hell out.
You pointed it out.
It was very daunting when that guy's arm like stretched into this horrendous Slender Man type shit. It freaked me the fuck out. I'm going to take the point there because I don't. If I did have CGI, I could not tell. Product placement. Did you have any products placed in yours other than
There
snakes?
may have been some ads in the original Cityscapes, but nothing really stood out.
Yeah, there may be in mine, but may have hid it too well for me to notice. Food. Don't think we saw anything really.
The food that she shared with him in Wolf Children when they went out to dinner that one time that they went out.
No, I mean it's more
And then she made the food at home.
food being more like they spend time showing you is what I mean. Like
Mm.
like Calcifer when he's cooking the eggs and bacon and the
Yeah,
little
but there were
chicken
meaningful
and
scenes where she would have eaten with the Wolfman and
well, I
she
mean
would have
sharing the bread
she
on the thing. That's a big moment. The bread looked tasty. I'm not going to call it good food.
a single
Because
loaf. Mine was a
I
medium.
love bread.
I know. I know it. I could not argue this point with you.
um,
Let's move on.
Magic
I got
0.
Wolfman.
Although technically you've got Wolfman, but I would say that's more nature than magic.
Okay.
Let's check the magic cards to
Mm,
tech. I've got hearing aids. Does that count? No. Oof. Comedy.
comedy?
Um, did it make you laugh at any points?
I mean,
The
squeaky shoes
kids,
for
the kids made you
for
laugh
a silent
in
voice.
Wolf
Several
Children.
times I laughed in
Yeah.
Wolf Children. Yeah.
Both films had their highs and lows, I think.
Yeah. I feel like that's a wash there. Or no, you got it? Oh,
Edgy,
yeah.
edgy and angsty though. You
Excuse
got
me.
Wolf. You got Wolf
Te-
Kid.
Teenager angsty wolf with the hair floof that sticks over one of his eyes.
Yeah, you have got emo Wolf.
I
Although I
do. I
have
really do.
suicide loner.
That's too edgy. Oh
I
god.
mean, I mean, he was a bully at one point in his life. Come on,
Oh my gosh.
it is a hard one to fight on that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'd say edgy wolf would
IP
win, but
IP homage. Any IPs in there? Did you see Spider-Man swinging through the rafters at any point, or you see
no,
Superman?
and it didn't seem like they were like referencing any movies in or any shows in any specific portions. No.
I didn't see any. I mean, other than maybe yours kind of looked like the house from My Neighbor Totoro, but I think that's just a traditional Japanese like countryside house, if you will. They all
Yeah.
kind of look like that.
Yeah.
Technique.
So anything that's based in reality, I will say that when Hannah needs to learn how to grow her own food, like they get a bit in depth. There are several arguments over the course of a montage, and
did,
the,
did you notice why the animals hadn't messed up her garden? Did you figure it out?
Was it because the children peed
because
all over
yeah,
everywhere and it
and
was
they're
just smelled like
wolves.
wolves?
Wolf pee scares off other animals. That's why. That's an actual fact.
That's fantastic.
That's why she had potatoes left over and no one else did because the warthogs were scared. And that's probably why the animals went into the other gardens, is because they used to rip up that garden
Mhm.
because she's closest to the mountain. I thought it was a very funny little
That was
thrown
pretty
in
good.
right there. I mean, yeah, you do have some. I mean, I have sign language, very hard technique based, and they do
Ooh,
use it and
yeah, and the
teach it.
animation on the hands specifically focusing on it. Yeah. No, that was very well done.
Oh, I forgot about the hot pot they ate in the film as well. When she's burning the burning the paycheck. He gives her.
Just accidentally burning money.
I mean, I will say, techniques: the food versus the hand ASL. What did you say?
I mean, Hannah does have to learn like she goes in and learns about nature conservatorship. She learns about raising children on her own. She has to learn some medical things on her own. She has to learn how to cultivate the land on her own.
But that's the story. I'm talking
And
about
this
technique
and
here.
well, yeah, no, like the technique of gardening is very intricate, and there are some legitimate tips that are provided.
Would you say gardening is harder than learning sign language? Remember, this is on a podcast, and this will be stated as fact for everyone to hear.
I'm gonna call us both getting points for this, just
You
so we
coward!
can avoid
You coward! You
that.
absolute coward! All right, I
One's learning a
believe
language, the other one is subsisting off of the land alone.
I'm letting
They are
you go
both
ahead. I
difficult
don't
things.
hear. You. All right, fair enough. I think that has called it. That is all of our sections, unless you can think of any final bonus ones you want to add in there.
How many tiers?
We should have collected them and put them into a bucket and weighed them.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not doing. We're not doing that.
Let's weigh out the tier buckets. All right.
Well, I think that is everything there. We have a wash for story and plot, emotional response, and characters. You've taken a point in animation. I took one in voice acting. We both get sound design, music. You then take 2 points in pacing and recognition. That 55 million taking a good hit there for you. I then got a point in CGI, and then it's a wash from that. Comedy and technique. So basically,
Mhm.
you win 10-9. That's right, Skylar. Clap for Skylar. Woo.
Yay!
Yeah. You
Mine
don't
was
like
more
deaf
sad.
people.
You don't like widows.
I don't like widows making sex with wolf men. Should we touch on that? Should we touch on that scene?
No.
You wanna? You know? You don't want to? No, no, don't. All right, fair enough. We'll just skip that weird scene. Wolf
That's
children
point for me
taking.
in fan service.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Are we going to get told to stop making this show? Is this the one that cuts it?
Nothing was shown. No, 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 no.
So 2026 first category, won by Skyless by Wolf Children for sad movie. We should probably tell the people from last. We didn't. We should have mentioned it in the last episode. We didn't.
Mm.
We drew last year, season one. We didn't. We didn't have a winner. It was 4-4. We didn't mention it.
You're not wrong. Actually, yeah, yeah. Season 1 was 4-4. Yeah.
Mhm. We
So
should
we're going
probably
in fresh.
actually mention
What
what
the lineup with our
we did.
format being a head-to-head, having
Yeah,
to argue points one versus another. It is
I mean,
yeah.
we should have just mentioned who bloody won last year. We didn't remember last episode.
Nobody won. Yay!
We forgot completely. So, episode one, Skylar's the winner. Clap, clap, clap,
Yay.
everyone. Clap, clap, clap. Where do we go from here, though? What's new for the series in 2026? We've mentioned it before, but do you want to tell them what's happening for the next episode? That's right, you're getting a preview because our next episode is a weird one.
A weird one. So we chose blind pick for the next episode.
That's right, blind pick, where we pick animes we've never heard of, seen, or watched. So Skylar's gone and found us a website where we can hopefully find something. It has to be. We've got some very basic rules though. It has to be at least 12 episodes in a season.
Yep.
and we need to one in the same kind of category. So I believe we chose comedy for this category. Wasn't that right, Scott?
Yep. So next episode's going to be comedy. Thank you, randomanime.org. I am so glad that was an easy Google search. So I'm choosing.
As you won this episode.
As I won this episode, I'm going to, of course, choose the Let This Grieving Soul Retire. This might be an isekai again. We'll see.
Does look like an isekai, and I get
dungeon-like treasure vaults, and you get to defend.
Being the loser of this week, I get to defend Love Rice.
Anthropomorphizing rice.
Yep, I get to watch a show about rice. I don't think I'm winning next week either, and I do believe that I am being fucked over. Which is why we will not have back-to-back random picks, I've realized, because the loser will be screwed for life. So I wonder who's going to win next episode. Is it going to be a show about an isekai, maybe? Or rice? Who knows? Please stick around to find out. Also, as always, we would like to thank the Game Club Pod guys for allowing us to continue this insanity.
You pronounced it right. Yay! It took you one try.
Kind of choked a little bit on the club bit.
You got there in the
end. They are always continuing to back us up for this insane thing and giving us ideas, and hopefully we will have some of them on the show this year. That's right. That's one of my secret things I've got planned. It's a blindside for Skylar coming up.
Oh no!
Yes,
it's gonna be a blindside collab episode.
A blindside collab. That's right. Might have multiple planned.
Oh no!
Oh no! Always great to hear your confidence in this show.
It's at my expense. It'll be fine.
Other than that, though, welcome to 2026. I hope it's a wonderful year for you. I hope you had a great Christmas and a good New Year. And thanks for joining us for another insanity. Skylar, any last words to the fan?
The fan? Did you say
you
didn't make that fan. Plural, did you? Get that by me. Last words to the fan. Yeah, watch these movies if you want to cry. Like a lot. Like a whole lot.
Or laugh at them if you're a psychopath, depends on what you're like. Are you happy that we do have socials? Anywhere? You can find us on Twitter. That's right, still calling it Twitter at the Biased Anime Pod. Blue Sky at Biased Anime Podcast, Blue Sky Social. You can find myself at Jaka at Blue Sky, and you can find Skylar
at Skylar Desperode at Blue Sky.
This has been the Biased Anime Podcast. We hope you enjoyed episode 1 of 2026. We apologize if we made you cry. And if you haven't watched these movies, please do. They are fantastic.
Oh, they're so good. So good. It was a really close episode.
Well, from the loser, goodbye.
From the winner, goodbye.
See you next episode. Bye.